Today, my friends, we're talking about hidden history of America. The hidden history of America. Now, I need to go into this because I get a lot of people pushing back when I say that Morocco was not a true friend to the United States of America. People want to say, oh, well, no, because Morocco, they was the ones who helped United States get free. Okay, this is not true. Let's get into this. Understanding the truth about the history of the United States of America and some things that we have not been told and things that we have been told that are hiding the truth. Okay, and I want to go into why it's being hidden. So going back to when the United States of America was first, people recognized it as far as it being on this planet. You'll know Christopher Columbus' story. He didn't really land on the inlands of America, but he brought a lot of attention to the Americas with his voyage. He wanted to find a place where people were not persecuted for their religious beliefs. For the simple fact that Christopher Columbus, was being kicked out of Spain by Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, two melanated people. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, they were two melanated people, and Queen Isabella had finally kicked the Sultan of Morocco out of Spain. So he was ruling. He was Muslim. Now, her whole decree was that if you are not Christian, or if you don't convert to Christianity, you need to leave here or you're going to be killed. That was her decree. Well, Columbus converted, all right, from either Islam. When in my research I see some say Islam, some say Judaism, that he was a Jew. Either way, both of those two types of people, if they're coming from that religion, they're melanated. Here you got Christopher Columbus, who's being kicked out of Spain. He knows about a land or a territory, and he wants to go and find it, so he needs to get money from these two melanated folks, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, in order to take this voyage. Okay, so he gets funding from them, and then he takes the voyage and he finds the outer lying lands of what we know today as the Americas. Okay, so that was in 1492. So I need to fast forward. I just needed to set that up so that you understand something as we move forward. When he comes in the land, they find these brown people. Why is that a big deal? Because we need to understand that there were already people in the land, and we're going to understand who they were and who they are today. We're going to understand who they were then and who they are today. Okay, so Columbus comes in, and the next thing you know, all of this attention is brought on the territory. So now you've got France in here trying to get their piece of the land. You've got Britain in here. You've got Russia. Who else you got in here? Morocco, by the way, was not in it. There's nothing on any map that anybody can give you that shows you that Morocco had a part of the territory. It doesn't exist. But you've got other countries, if you will, coming in wanting a piece of the territory. Meanwhile, there's people already in the land who had made a decree that this land belongs to us and we do not plan on giving it up. So we have this situation where there's people already in the land. They've made this decree, the Iroquois Confederacy. Go and look it up, the Iroquois Confederacy, whereby they have said that, hey, this is our land. We are not turning it over, but we will pay tribute to you. Also, so Britain was the first to set up a corporation that we know of in the 1600s. It's called the Virginia Company. It's the same company you know of today as State of Virginia. What ends up happening is Britain that started setting up these companies. It was actually the Virginia Company. Now you know of it as State of Virginia. All of those colonies, those were companies. And what had happened is they went into contract or treaty with the original people of the land. And in those treaties, the original people stated, hey, we do not give up rights to our land, but we're going to lease it to you. We're giving you permission to be on the land. That's what those treaties were. And in turn, we're going to pay you taxes for your protection. The original people in those colonies were the original people of the land. So the original people of the land were paying taxes to Britain for some kind of protection. Listen up so y'all can understand what really happened. If you want to see more about that topic, click this link below.